Hey guys, I'm going to go over some great strategies for you today on Pinterest and how to create a good traffic stream from that. And you might not have even considered that for your business yet because you may have been focusing on Facebook, Twitter, Google+, maybe LinkedIn along with that. I've heard some news recently that Facebook actually could completely get rid of the organic posts from Facebook pages. So that would mean that the only way to get through to your fans would be through ads. So if you're on a budget and you're trying to get some social media traffic and trying not to take a big hit from some of the updates that have been coming through, Pinterest is a great source. And I'm going to go over exactly what you can do to get some traffic from them and how to make it consistent, scale it up, how to set up and everything, and get a good profile, get a good brand going, and I think you'll really benefit from these tips. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, first of all, I did make a post before on getting your Pinterest set up and everything, getting your profile optimized, getting your boards optimized, getting the keyword stuff down, and it's called 15 Pinterest marketing tips. You might want to check that out for you for kind of a complement to this video, and it'll tell you about the profiles, the other things that matter as far as setting up, as far as branding yourself the right way, as far as getting your pins actually ranked in the search area of Pinterest, and stuff like that will really actually help you a lot as far as just understanding how their algorithm works and things like that. So I definitely recommend reading this post, and it'll help you get your first few followers. It'll help you know how to structure a few of your pictures maybe, and it'll tell you about things like keywords and stuff like that. Okay, so when you have time, read that. You might want to take some notes from this one and that one to kind of combine the strategies I teach you. And also, I'm going to go over branding pictures next. And basically, when you want to brand a picture, I recommend you put your business URL at the corner of your pins. Now make sure they're unique. You don't want to just take other people's stuff, put it on your Pinterest profile, and then add your URL to it trying to say that it's made by you. Okay? And if you make your own unique content, like this picture for instance, I added a quote, added a picture to it, things like that, and so it's an original piece. So I can add my URL to it, and if it gets shared on Pinterest, people will all see my website on there, and a certain percentage of them will be curious about it and go check it out. So that gets me more traffic, it helps me get more leads, and it can potentially get me more sales. So I encourage you to brand your pictures as you do this, especially if it's unique. If it's not unique, I wouldn't even do that, because there are a lot of copyright problems with doing that, and you definitely don't want to get tied up in copyright stuff. So there's also videos. Okay, when Pinterest started out, they were just mostly a picture brand, and still pictures pretty much dominate Pinterest, but videos are becoming more and more popular as pieces of content, so people don't have to read as much, and they can, if they're very visual and they really like to just kind of listen to what you're saying as well, videos are a great way to get more traffic from Pinterest on top of the pictures you're already doing. Okay, videos, let me show you. I actually have a profile I've been working on here recently more and more, and this one right here, I wanted to try and upload a video here, and it worked. So this one right here, I'm going to have some boards more like this, and I'm going to use more specific names for my boards, as I talk about in my 15 Pinterest marketing tips video. if you specifically name your boards after the keywords that you're kind of going for, you'll get more pins ranked and you'll get more traffic. But videos are a great thing for people to watch while they're still on Pinterest, and then they can go to your website afterwards if you give them a good reason to do it. And also, if you're doing, as kind of a bonus, if you're doing AdSense and things like that and you're making money off advertisements on your YouTube videos, those actually play in the video when it's embedded on Pinterest. So not only can you make AdSense money from YouTube, but you can make it through Pinterest as well by sharing the YouTube video on Pinterest. So it's just kind of a cool little tip if you're doing AdSense for part of your business. So videos are great. You know, videos are good for Pinterest. Infographics are also really good. Here's a few places where you can make these. They can be time consuming, but you know, you can also outsource them, like Fiverr. You can get them outsourced. Infographic Creator, I think, is one of the ones where you actually just create it yourself. But basically, an infographic is when you take a blog post, you take a bunch of content, and you repurpose it in an image format. Okay, so I'm going to look up. Let me get out of this drawing thing real quick. I'm going to look up digital marketer real quick, because they're one of the marketing websites, business websites I kind of follow. And here's some of the infographics that they use. They take their content and they put it in infographic form, and it'll look something like these, okay? And it'll usually have kind of steps or numbers or a list of some sort. It'll have pictures, you know. It'll be kind of a visual. It'll be more visually appealing than just you know, a featured image from a blog post or just a random quote or whatever. But it teaches them something while staying in image format. So they get a lot of shares. Like as you can see, 83 people love this one. They got pinned 470 times, and even got a comment. All of these get hundreds of shares. You know, this one right here got 2,457 shares, and it's just about 21 rules of content marketing. So if you can put your stuff in a visual format, sharing it on Pinterest could be one of the best things you do. And of course, you want to brand your site's name somewhere on the infographic. But it'll definitely increase your traffic, your followers, things like that when you use infographics, and it'll really be good for a business brand. Also, when it comes to business, you don't want to be all about business, especially if you're trying to, you know, like my Pinterest profile, for instance, you saw that it had my picture on it. It's called Justin Bryant because I'm branding myself on Pinterest as a person, not just a corporate company. Okay, so as a person, I'm into other things besides just business, and I want to show people that so they can relate to me better. And so I can actually have a little fun on Pinterest too, instead of just being all about business. So, you know, you can use things like motivational quotes that you like. You know, people love those. Recipes for some of your favorite foods, home decor ideas, you know, your favorite books, movies, things like that are great for helping people relate to you better and see the other side of you. So they see that you're just a person just like them, you have some of the same interests as them, but you just happen to be really good at a certain type of business, so they might actually want to work with you or do business with you. So you don't want to be all, you know, serious and all about business all the time. You should also be checking your analytics. One thing I want to show you real quick, for instance, let's say we go to digital marketers actual brand. Okay, so here's their actual page on Pinterest, for instance, and you can see that right here you have their website and their location and their Twitter profile as well. But the thing about it is, you see this little check right here, that little check mark right there. That means that they validated their profile. So they're actually a brand. They prove that they are the owner of that website and that they're a business brand on Pinterest. So when you do this, Pinterest gives you a Pinterest for business type of a tool set, I guess you would say, for getting better results with Pinterest. They see that you're a business or a business person, and so they actually let you start checking analytics. You can check what pins do better than others and things that people that are just on Pinterest for fun wouldn't care about. So when you validate your brand on here, get that check mark, and validate your website on here, then you will be able to start using analytics. You'll be able to start doing other things that only Pinterest business brands can do, and it gives you some great perks. But if you check your analytics all the time, you won't have to worry about not knowing what's working and what's not. Now when it comes to Pinterest promotion, there's a few great ways to do this that most people might not know about. And one great way is to get these share buttons that pop up when people hover over your images. So if you hover over the image, it'll have like a pin it button, and some of them even add a Facebook like button or a Twitter button, so people can share the individual image instead of just the entire post or nothing, if that makes sense. So you can get plugins for this if you have a WordPress site, and they'll do this for you. And I actually have one right here on the blog post. That's a free plugin that you can check out. And of course there's many options, but that's one great way to share individual pictures, which is pretty much what Pinterest is all about, is the individual videos and pictures, and not like a blog post with the featured image as the pin. Those don't do very well. Okay, you want to pin something that people would like scenery, a quote, something like a graph maybe, or even an infographic from a post. And the ones that get more of those pins are the ones that have these buttons that pop up when you hover over the image. You also might want to use Empire Avenue. Okay, Empire Avenue, let me show you real quick. I'm already signed in here, but see, you can create missions, and this is just a big community of people trying to grow their social following. And if you help one person, if you help people, they help you. Okay, is basically how it works. So you see the rewards, 70,000, 70,000, 25,000. All you do is you do what they ask you to do. They give you a mission, you complete the mission, you collect the Eves, which is basically fake money or points. You use those points to create your own missions, and then you tell people what to do in the missions for the reward. So you can have people, for Pinterest, for instance, if you want it to be all about Pinterest, so you can just grow that social following as opposed to Twitter or Facebook or another one, what you can do is go on Empire Avenue, have an account, do a few of these, get some good Eves together, and run a mission for people to repin your Pinterest stuff, or have them pin your pictures from your articles, or you can have them share your stuff. Whatever it is, you can get some great boosts in Pinterest traffic just from getting some more shares through places like Empire Avenue. Okay, so also Facebook and Twitter, you can actually connect your profiles, and this is what it's going to look like. You basically go to your profile and your account settings on Pinterest when you're signed in, and you can connect your Facebook account, Twitter, and even Google+. And that allows you to post your pins on those other social sites as soon as you pin it. So that way you can kind of share it on 4 different social platforms at the same time. And if you have a bigger Twitter following and you want to grow your Pinterest following, if you share your pins on Twitter, you know, some of those people go to your Pinterest and they'll add you, as they'll follow you, they'll start pinning your stuff. It'll grow your Pinterest more when your other social sites and your followings on there will actually see your pins. So that's another great way to do it. And also, Viral Content Buzz, which is kind of similar to Empire Avenue, is you can go to viralcontentbuzz.com. This is what it looks like. You just register. You can connect Twitter, Pinterest, Facebook, and StumbleUpon, and grow those by, of course, sharing other people's stuff, and then they share yours. Just pretty similar to Empire Avenue, but actually a little bit simpler. Empire Avenue has a lot of features and things like that, but Viral Content Buzz is just a simple, effective way to get more Pinterest traffic and shares. So I definitely recommend you check that out as well for promoting your content. You also want to structure your Pinterest images correctly, and I kind of talk about that in the 15 Pinterest marketing tips here, but you want to have your just a few things to go over. You want to have your obviously your URL in your unique content in the corner somewhere, like I told you earlier. You also want to have your specific board names with your keywords, and the actual file name. You know, when you download an image or something, you probably noticed that it says, you know, let's say you took a screenshot and it said screenshot.png or .jpg, and that's the image URL. Okay, so you take that image file name and the whatever.jpg or png, you take that and you replace the name of it with your keywords that you're trying to rank it for that describe the picture. That combined with the board image or the Pinterest board keywords, if they all kind of sync together as the same keywords, and then you put the keywords in the description as well, that's 3 or 4 different ways you're using the same keywords to help rank it in Pinterest. And when you rank it, you get more search traffic, you get more pins, you get more shares, you get more followers, and eventually it can lead to more leads and sales for your business. So, you know, use things like quotes, testimonials, infographics, graphs, stats, videos, things like that. You know, structure them like I told you how to structure them. Don't mess with copyright. You do not want to get sued or anything, which you probably won't, but it's not a good chance to take, because I've seen people get sued over stupid copyright things before, and it's just a big hassle, and you got to get lawyers involved, and it's just not something you want to deal with. So don't use other people's content and add your branding to it. If you're going to add your branding to something, use your own unique content. So, you know, that's about it for this video. I know it's already 19 minutes long. I don't want to take up too much more of your time, and so I'll be making some new videos later on for other techniques that you can apply to your business or to starting a business. And I hope you enjoyed the video. I encourage you to check out the link in the description. Go to selfmadesuccess.com. Let us know what you thought of the video, what you thought of the blog post in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, so you don't miss the future training that I give you, or any of the giveaways or other cool stuff that we do here. And so I'll see you in the next video, and I hope you have a great day.